upcoming Saturday night, WrestlePro in Rahway, New Jersey. Not only is the Honky Tonk Man going to be there, but he's going to be a part of a team called the Rhythm and Blue World Order. What are your thoughts on this shocking advertisement of the Honky Tonk Man and the Blue World Order on the same side?
I kind of like it. It's something that I was a fan of the Blue World Order from back when it started. I loved what those guys were doing, and I enjoyed seeing it whenever I had a chance to watch it. And out on the road in different places, I'd catch their show, and it's just it's going to be fun. I mean, it's not like having rhythm and blues where I've got to wait for Valentine to wrestle 45 minutes to get warmed up.
That's got to be one of my all-time favorite lines when you talk about Greg the Hammer Valentine, a great Gorilla Monsoon anecdote.
Yes.
35, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was at the Wales Comic Con. I was in Wales, England, at the Wales Comic Con this past weekend. And fans over in Wales came over and was talking to me about different things that Bobby Heenan would say, and he mentioned the thing about Valentine. It's just, Monsoon would always say it. It takes Valentine 45 minutes to get warmed up, and I thought that was the greatest. I said, that's really funny. That's nice.
Oh, it's funny. It's one of those things that stands out because whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. But Gorilla Monsoon said it pretty much every time there was a big match that the Hammer was in. So. We can pretty much take it as gospel, but you mentioned being over in Wales, being over in England. I saw some of the pictures on your Twitter. What a dedicated fan base. But how do those fans in England compare to the rowdy crowd of a Northeast New Jersey night like we will have on Saturday night in Rahway?
We had on Saturday night over at Preston City, there was about 900 people, and I can compare it to very, very similar to what's going to happen over there in Rahway. And I mean, the fans love professional wrestling. Fans love professional wrestling, and they love to get there and get involved, and they love to see everything and be entertained. And no matter where I go around the world, the wrestling fans, they're fabulous. They always have been.
One of the most unique things about the WrestlePro poster, if you get a chance to take a look at it, is it's very reminiscent of a Saturday Night Live, advertisement, and it has musical guest, the Honky Tonk Man, and obviously the theme song. And this is kind of funny, and John will get a kick out of this. I'd like to talk about another theme song, and that's the follow-up to the great Honky Tonk Man song, and that's the Rhythm and Blues theme song. Where did that come from, and were you a fan of having to change it to incorporate the Hammer into it? Seems like you were doing double duty on vocals.
Yeah, because Valentine could never remember the words. So, but
you can hear the double down on the vocals. It's very funny if you get it.
Yes.
You love.
I have a picture of him and I'm holding the microphone up to his mouth, and I tell people, I said, look, Valentine doesn't even know the words. He's not singing. So, but no, I enjoyed doing that. And the rhythm and blues thing, Greg didn't put a lot of effort into it, and he regrets it now. And if you ask him, he'll tell you, I wish I would have put the time and effort into it and tried to make it work. And he really didn't do it because he wanted to be Greg Valentine. He didn't want the black hair. He didn't want to do the show business. I'm a wrestler. I said, well, if you want to wrestle down the YMCA, because this is WWF and Vince McMahon wants entertainment. We're out there with Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and the Warrior, and people like that. I mean, you got to pick up the pace, brother. that old Charlotte NWA going out and woo, and going 60 minutes. That doesn't cut it with over in WWE.